Prabhu sir is choreographing, then I want to do the film. Considering they've really pissed us off and made our lives hell, we should be ghost hunters. Yeah.
வணக்கம். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம கூட தமன்னா இருக்காங்க. தமன்னா, வெல்கம்.
Thank you.
It's been 13 years, 13 வருஷம் since KDல டெபியூ ஆனீங்க. KDலே வந்து லைக் உங்க டெபியூவே வந்து வில்லி கேரக்டர் லெவல்.
What reminded me when you started off, it went like the Titanic, the old lady on the railing. I'm like, it's been 84 years since I can smell the fresh air.
எவ்வளவு வாட்டி பாத்தீங்க டைட்டானிக்?
ஏப்பா, நான் ஒரு கேள்வி மாதிரி ஆயிட்டேன், அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க ஃபீலிங் கொடுக்குறீங்க.
எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அப்படி வச்சுக்கலாம்.
No, yeah, it's not been that long. It's just, I don't know, time's flown. I didn't even realize how time has flown so much.
Neither did I, because I still remember watching with my friends KTV la paatha.
Don't tell me how old you were. I don't want to know.
So, coming back
to the interview for Devi 2, not Titanic.
But Titanic நிறைய வாட்டி பாத்துறீங்களா?
Yeah, clearly I know the dialogue.
Yeah, it seems like உங்களுக்கு ஃபுல்லா டைட்டானிக் அப்படியே நீங்க பிராட்வே ப்ளே மாதிரி வெச்ச கூட நீங்க பண்ணிருவீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் one character full.
Yeah, could do. I just realized I can do it now.
அந்த ஒரு ஆன்டாகனிஸ்ட் ஒரு கேரக்டர்ல ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் you have continued exploring various protagonist characters. பட் எனக்கு எப்பவுமே அந்த கேள்வி ஒரு வாட்டி கேட்கணும்னு இருந்தது. எடுத்த முதல் படத்தை ஒரு வில்லி கேரக்டர் எப்படி ஒத்துனீங்க?
I don't know. அப்போ எனக்கு ஆக்சுவலி ஐ ரிமெம்பர் ஜோதி கிருஷ்ணா சார் கேட்டாங்க, ரெண்டு கேரக்டர்ஸ் நரேட் பண்ணாங்க. அண்ட் அப்போ நான் ரொம்ப சின்ன பொண்ணு, ஐ திங்க் 15 or so, between 15 and 16. அண்ட் சார் தான் கேட்டாங்க, உங்களுக்கு எந்த கேரக்டர் பிடிக்கும்? ஐ சைட் எனக்கு அந்த வில்லி கேரக்டர் தான் பிடிக்கும், ஏன்னா அதில் ஏதோ புதுசாக இருக்குது பண்ணுறதுக்கு. ஸோ ஐ தாட் இட் வாஸ் நாட் மெயின் ஸ்ட்ரீம். அண்ட் எசென்ஷியலி நான் சினிமா இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்கு வரும்போது ஐ வாண்டட் டு டூ கேரக்டர்ஸ், யூனோ. இப்போவும் நான் அதுதான் என்னோட தேடல் இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் ட்ரைங் டு ஃபைண்ட் கேரக்டர்ஸ், trying to transform into another person. In fact, I was interviewing with someone just before you, and he was like, I can't understand, you're the same person who's from Kannai Kalai Mane, you know, like, because all of a sudden I'm in this, you know, whatever glamorous kind of a look, and then I'm also, you know, in a film like Devi 2 where I'm, you know, a rural sari clad housewife who's extremely naive. So yeah, I love that ability to just metamorphosize and become someone else. I think it's very exciting for me.
அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு வில்லி ரோல்ஸ் வந்ததா கான்ஸ்டன்ட்டா?
Not many actually, strangely. I haven't done much negative characters after that.
நான் தேவி ஆனா பாக்கும்போது உங்களோட, because you had two characters, right?
Yeah, so Devi actually did have in that sense. Yeah.
தேவி வந்து நான் ஒரு பாக்கும்போது ஒரு quasi antagonist மாதிரி தான் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது அந்த கேரக்டர்.
Well, Ruby is naughty. She's a naughty ghost. So yeah, I mean, she's antagonist in a
fun
way,
sense.
in a fun way.
Fun way. உங்க commercial set of filmsல I thought like it had a lot of scope for your acting prowess. ஏன்னா நம்ம உங்க தமன்னா வந்து நம்ம ஒரு ஆக்டரா பார்க்கணும்னா நிறைய பேர் வந்து ஓகே இந்த படங்கள் தான் பார்க்க முடியும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி கண்டிஷன் ஆயிட்டாங்க பீப்புள். ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது ஒரு தேவி ஒரு ப்ராப்பர் கமர்ஷியல் ஃபிலிம்ல we saw both sides of தமன்னா, ஒரு தேவியா இருக்கட்டும் ஒரு ரூபியா இருக்கட்டும். So was that one of the reasons why you signed Devi in the first place?
Well, actually, I signed Devi just because Prabhu sir was going to choreograph a song. That was
okay.
The truth. Like when Vijay sir started narrating, yeah, you know, Vijay sir was narrating the story. Sir Mumbai ku vandanga, and story narrate பண்ணும்போது first 15 minutes le Prabhu sir oda entry, and you know, I get possessed and I dance in front of him. அந்த எபிசோட் சொன்னாங்க. I was like, sir, I'm doing the film now, you can continue the story. If Prabhu sir is choreographing, then I want to do the film. I mean, I had very selfish motives to do the film. And yeah, I enjoyed the 15 days of rehearsal and the entire process of getting into the character, performing the dance was very exciting for me.
First of all, we just start off with the plot one. Like it starts off, அந்த படம் எங்க முடிஞ்சதோ அதே இடத்துல ஆரம்பிக்குதா?
Exactly. So what you've seen of the first part எங்க முடிஞ்சது அங்க இருந்து தான் கதை ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது.
Okay.
And the characters are the same.
Okay.
Clearly, because it's a continuation.
Okay.
But what I think this time around is first படத்துல தேவி கிருஷ்ணாவோட ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் அவ்வளோ எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ணல, அவங்களோட இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் அவ்வளோ காமிக்கல, தேவியோட பர்சனாலிட்டி அவ்வளோ எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ணல.
Okay.
It was more Ruby
ஆமா.
in the first part. But in the படத்துல it's pretty much Devi all the way. So and Prabhu sir's getting possessed by 2 ghosts. Krishna gets possessed by 2 ghosts. So I think that's double the craziness. and yeah, and then there's this beautiful relationship of, you know, a wife trying to protect her husband from something like that. And then Devi's also a funny person, you know, she's funny without knowing that she's funny. So that was fun performing.
But how much Devi has grown over Devi as a character, how much has she grown உங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும்?
I think even in the film you see that of course she's from a rural background, but she's evolved. She's also come into a city. She's lived in a city for 2-3 years. You know how somebody who comes from a small town but comes into a city life and absorbs the city, becomes like the city, gets slightly more
possessive of the city?
Not possessive, but he gets more upgraded, like gets more city-like.
Okay.
Not so much rural anymore.
Okay.
Like used to city amenities.
Yeah.
You know, so she's not that in awe of the city anymore. You know, she knows. She
Not
knows
the
her
wide-eyed
way around.
damsel in
Yeah, she's a lot more. She has a lot more know-how, but she still has very basic means of reaching out to her husband or reaching out to her circle's very small. So in that sense, she's still very basic.
இப்போ நீங்க சொல்லிருந்தீங்க பிரபுதேவாக்கு வந்து 2 கோஸ்ட் இந்த படத்துல அப்படின்னு. போன வருஷம் உங்க போன படத்துல வந்து உங்களுக்கு கோஸ்ட். சோ என்ன 3வது படத்துல வந்து 2 பேருமே அப்சர்வ் வித் கோஸ்ட். ஆல்ரெடி நீங்க வந்து கான்ஜரிங் டைப்ஸ்ல போயிட்டு
we've been contemplating what should Devi 3 be like.
Okay.
So we have ideas.
ஒருவேளை இவங்க கான்ஜரிங் மாதிரி ஏன் பண்ணக்கூடாது, 2 பேரும் கோஸ்ட் ஹண்டர்ஸா மாறக்கலாமே அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி
யோசிக்கிறோம். Considering we've been like ghosts
have quite the experiences with you.
Know? Considering they've really pissed us off and made our lives hell, we should be ghost hunters. Yeah.
இந்த ஒரு என்ஜாய்மெண்ட். Okay, like I can see like whenever you talk about Devi and Mr. Prabhudheva, so அந்த என்ஜாய்மெண்ட் தெரியுது. So ஃபர்ஸ்ட் படத்துல அந்த ஓகே அந்த செல்ஃபிஷ்னஸ் இருந்தது. செகண்ட் படத்துல we saw ready song is like வேற லெவல் வைரல் ஹிட். So அத பத்தி கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்களேன்.
So the situation is very funny because there is this very naive and very scared and shy housewife who is in a position that now she has to seduce her own husband. So it's not her comfort zone. So she's trying to be all sexy, but she's still very awkward. So if you see, the dance is actually very awkward. It's not your straight up sexy.
Even the floss kuda, it's not like full speed floss.
Yes, so it's very like in character. So even the dance is she's trying to seduce in what she thinks is seduction. This is what she thinks is seduction. She thinks this will really seduce her husband.
அதுல வந்து நீங்க பிரபுதேவா சார் கூட நீங்க பேசும்போது like how much of that how much of a dance discuss and dances எப்படி போகும்?
I think what we've discussed a lot about dance sequences is the intention of the sequence.
Okay.
I think sometimes that is the most important thing. It's not just what step you're doing, but why are you doing that step? So like we said that because Devi is not she's not a professional. She's probably seen it on some social media, you know, some kid doing the step. So she must have got it on some internet. She must have searched. So that's how she realized this is a step. So building the character even in a song. So you retain the essence of the character. So our what we try to retain even when we perform songs, and especially when Prabhu sir is choreographing it or if he's supervising it, is to make sure that the emotion and the reason for the song is constantly, you know, we're aware of it. So that's something, that awareness we like to keep when I work with Prabhu sir.
நீங்க முதல்ல நீங்க பார்த்து வியந்த பிரபுதேவா சாங் சார் அப்படினா என்ன சொல்வீங்க?
I mean, there's no brainers. Urvasi sir choreograph panna nariya songs irukum, and Kesara Saravishi choreographed and danced with Madurai, and innumerable Mukabla.
பிரபுதேவா வந்து he is a full fledged ஒரு காமெடி ஹாரர் காமெடி ஜான்ரா தான் Devi 1 Devi 2. But you are also doing a film with him which is completely different, a thriller, Kamoshi.
Yes.
It was supposed to release today, but 14 June release,
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, pushed the release.
Yeah. So, எப்படி ஒரே actor கூட, so how much, like you are also doing completely different things and he's also doing completely different things. Tell us about that entire pattern there.
So we shot Kamoshi actually, Devi 1 kapro shoot pannom.
Okay.
So we had finished Devi 1 and it was Kamoshi is a completely different characterization. I am playing a deaf and mute girl and so his characters, as you can see in the film, trying to hunt me down. And it's a thriller and so it's very different characterizations and it's also I think Kamoshi, if you see the girl also, it's a lot like me. Like if you see the we've kept it very raw. I'm not really worn makeup, my hair is just wet, you know. There's it's a lot more raw,
and there's a lot more Tamannaah in it.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
There's also a lot more it's also treated very internationally.
Okay.
As a thriller, we've not tried to make it, oh, it's a thriller, so let's put a song because Prabhu sir and I in the film.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like so we've kept it very
tempting irundirukum, but still they would
yeah, I mean honestly, because the script was so good, we didn't feel the need to add a you know, gimmicky thing in the middle, you know. And that's what I really liked about being a part of Kamoshi. And it was completely different characters I was playing, and it was physically challenging for me because she's deaf and mute, so the entire film was very physical. Like everything I do in the film is a lot of physical movements.
Now ஒரு இன்டர்வியூல பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தேன், அதுல வந்து நீங்க were telling like how much of 15 days shoots, like straight shoots ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருந்தது. Like அது முடிச்சிட்டு திருப்பி I had to come out of the character, then come back into the character.
She was actually challenging because it was very depressing. We were shooting in the nights and we had -2 degrees in Skipton, that's close to London, and it was it's a very dark kind of story. So
has Tamannaah seen Prabhudheva that instance and Prabhudheva seen Tamannaah that instance?
It was very new for Prabhu sir. I think even he enjoyed doing it because it was something that he has never done before.
Okay.
And I think he was very good at it. And it was different.
So serious படம் அப்படின்னு பார்க்கும்போது நிறைய பேர், ஐ வாஸ் earlier referring to இந்த சில படம்லாம் பார்த்தேன்னா Tamannaah the actor அப்படிங்கிறது எல்லாருக்கும் ரொம்ப பிடிச்ச ஒரு இது. ஸோ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் கண்ணே கலைமானேவா இருக்கட்டும், கல்லூரியாக இருக்கட்டும், தர்மதுரையாக இருக்கட்டும், people you are both audience as well as largely critics also, when they write about you, they go to a point. Now I was reading one of the reviews and someone was saying like, I wish Seenu Ramasamy sir wrote every Tamannaah film ever அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி. So what is something that connects you and Seenu Ramasamy sir அந்த மாதிரி?
You know, he has a very strong image of women in his mind.
Okay.
He keeps women in a at a very high level in his head, and every time he wants to project a strong woman, I think I'm very humbled to say, but he does think of me, and that is something that I also resonate with, because today's time and age we really need to put that word out that, you know, women are everything they need to be. Nobody needs to validate them. So yeah, I mean, Seenu sir brings these scripts to me which have these empowered women, even if they are not exactly in the most empowered situations, but they're empowered as women, so they react in a very empowered way. So I think that's something that everybody seems to like, because everybody is aspirational about this empowerment. So I think that's what connects audiences and with me and Seenu sir.
Your films are getting remade, so I was reading about like how F2 is getting remade in Tamil, and you are taking up the same role in the...
I haven't been offered any of the remakes of my films, strangely enough.
அப்படியா? So whatever I read was like F2 வந்து நீங்க பண்றீங்க திருப்பி அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி தான் படிச்சேன்.
Now that you told me that maybe that'll get offered after some time. It happens a lot.
Yeah, அது ஒண்ணு. இன்னொன்னு வந்து Ananda Brahma is getting remade, and
that film I'm doing.
That நீங்க பண்றீங்க. அதே மாதிரி Queen வந்து is obviously getting remade, and that is Mahalakshmi நீங்க வந்து தெலுங்குல பண்றீங்க.
Yes.
So how comfortable are you in taking up roles that have already been done by others, and how comfortable will you be in reprising your own remake roles?
You know, honestly,
what excites
I've done a lot of remakes actually in my career. It's very difficult to shoot remakes.
Okay.
ஏன்னா நமக்கே already ஒரு expectation இருக்கும். Before we shoot a film, we are already expecting something. And then to fulfill that is painful. But you still somehow go through that. And then if you have to perform your own performance again, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how you did it
How
the
do you
first
keep
time.
yourself up then, and the excitement and all that?
Um, something about the film has to excite you. Like for me, like when it came to Queen, um, it was the essence of the journey of Mahalakshmi. That how she slowly realizes that she doesn't need a man to feel good about herself or to feel whole. So there's certain like reasons that make you feel like no, this film really needs to go out there in its best. So yeah, I think those are the main reasons that hold you and say, listen, you can't lose it right now. You got to do what you got to do.
You love poetry and you write poetry as such. So the thing is like poetry usually when it's very contemplative in nature. So are you a contemplative person yourself, and do you see films as like ஒரு release மாதிரி பார்க்குறீங்களா அந்த மாதிரி இதில்?
I just figured, and this was probably a decision I made a little while ago, that I would want to find romance in every aspect of my life. I have a habit of romanticizing everything, even if it could be pain, it could be, it could be anger, it could be jealousy, it could be all these human emotions. I love romanticizing them. I don't know, maybe I'm dramatic in nature, filmy. So yeah, I thought why not
Maybe that's where a lot of romance rules also come to you.
Maybe. So hence I thought, why not just pen them down?
Okay.
And that's why I write poems, and yeah, it's just the very Mirza Ghalib in me that comes out sometimes in the middle of the night.
Which is like உங்க ரிலீஸ் அந்த மாதிரி சமயத்தில் படமா?
Films, yes, but in the recent like 2 years, honestly, I haven't seen many films. I'm not very proud of it, but I think I'm finding it exhausting to be in front of the camera then again watch a film, because the moment I start watching a film, it starts to feel like work all of a sudden. It's probably not a great thing to say, but that's the truth.
And I hope this interview was not like a work for you, hopefully.
No, it was. It's so like you really made me think about a lot of things, and I think it was a very genuine and honest.
So thank you so much for
Thank
this.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All the
Pleasure.
best for
Thank you so
Devi
much.
too.
Thank you.